Jennette McCurdy is opening up about the severe abuse she says she suffered at the hands of her mother all throughout her childhood in her new memoir, I'm Glad My Mom Died. The former iCarly star, who is now 30, didn't shy away from sharing her story in the book, even going into why she said no to reprising her role as Sam in the iCarly reboot. Needless to say, there are a lot of disturbing details in this book, so just be cognizant of that as we go into some of the biggest things that Jennette talked about. I'm Anna Rumer, and this is Pop Culture Social Call. Jennette recalls in her book being forced to live out her mom Deborah's failed dream of becoming a star when she was a young child. When she told her mom she didn't want to act, her mom freaked out, telling her it was their chance. Jennette's battle with an eating disorder began at age 11 whenever her mom taught her about calorie restriction. Jennette said when she began to hit puberty, she was terrified her mom wouldn't love her, as she would often weep about wanting her to stay small and young. Now, after cutting her calories to only 1,000 a day, Jennette recalled shrinking so much that by age 14, she still had to sit in a booster seat in the car. Those years were also traumatic as her mom still insisted on bathing Jennette and her teenage brother, sometimes together. During those showers, Deborah would examine Jennette's body, saying that she wanted to check for cancer. When Jennette was eventually cast in iCarly, her mom let up monitoring her food as severely, which Jennette thought was not to raise attention around her co-stars Miranda Cosgrove and Nathan Kress. The sudden skyrocket to fame did put a wedge in her relationship with her mother, though, as she realized that while her mom was finally happy, she felt robbed and exploited. Deborah's cancer would go on to return, and in 2013, she died. In the wake of her death, Jennette continued to struggle with her eating disorder as a way of honoring her mom and developed problems with alcohol as well. In therapy, she learned that her mom's treatment was abusive, which sent her spiraling as the whole foundation she built her life off of collapsed. It was only when she made herself vomit on a plane and a tooth fell out in her hand, but Jennette decided to seek out an eating disorder specialist and turn her life around. She's since come to terms with the fact that if her mother hadn't died, there's a good chance she would have had a complete and public mental breakdown at this point. It's a horrific story, so I'm not surprised at Jennette's reaction when Miranda Cosgrove called her to ask about the iCarly reboot. Jennette said she put her foot down that she wasn't going to do the reboot and nothing could convince her, not even Miranda's urging that it would be good for the cast to get back out there, make a lot of money, and better their careers. But there are things more important than money, and my mental health and happiness fall under that category, she remembers telling Miranda. There's a moment of silence. It's one of those rare moments where I feel like I didn't say too much or too little. I feel like I represented myself accurately and there's nothing I would change about the way I said it. I feel proud. We wrap up our conversation, promising to keep in touch, and hang up. There is so much more in this book. I'm Glad My Mom Died. It's just heartbreaking. It's really well written. I recommend everyone check it out. In the meantime, like and subscribe our channel and head over to popculture.com for the latest in entertainment news. Until next time, I'm Anna Rumer and this is Pop Culture Social Call.